What is up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Kirby on Sports podcast, Watchalongs Live. It's been a hot minute since we've done one of these, but considering it's the playoffs, we might as well start. We're going to be doing Buffalo versus Jacksonville as we come to this one. And it's for the wild card. I mean, it's going to be a great matchup. We figured that this would probably be the best game to do, even though we had some great games yesterday. Obviously, the Rams took care of business against the Panthers in a very stressful game for your boy, because we were 6 games behind our secret picker in the pick'ems. Trying to get to the coveted 4th championship so I can therefore retire. So we got that game. And then obviously the epic game last night against Chicago, Green Bay, where the Cardiac Bears, make the miraculous comeback again. So I don't know why that is showing any direction on the field. That's weird. I don't understand. But anyways, But yeah, so it was a great night last night. We were gonna live stream that game, but then just it didn't pan out. Things kind of didn't work. We had some issues, but we got this stream up live and going. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and look at some of the stats for this game. All right, so obviously Jacksonville is 13-4, Buffalo 12-5. Right now, Jacksonville is favored by 1.5 points, so it's pretty much a toss-up. And you'll see it's going to be a toss-up. You see the matchup predictor right now. It's pretty much a 50-50 split on who's going to win this game today. We all picked the Bills. Me, the secret picker also picked the Bills too. So everybody picked the Bills for this game. But I mean, it would not surprise me if Jacksonville pulls it out. But again, the storyline going into this playoffs is there is no Patrick Mahomes. There is no Lamar Jackson. There is no Joe Burrow. If there was any time for Josh Allen to do it, it's now. He needs to do it now because he doesn't have the boogeyman Mahomes in his way. So if he's truly the best quarterback in the league, as so many people try to make him out to be, then he needs to be able to get it done because there is no excuse this time. And if you want to hold him to the same standard as Mahomes, then yeah, he needs to win it this time. So as we look through the season leaders comparison-wise, Trevor Lawrence has been having one hell of a season. 4,007 yards, 29 touchdowns, only 12 interceptions. Josh Allen having a pretty, Josh Allen season, I guess. 3,668 yards. 25 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. He has 14 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns, I believe it is. So currently he is actually at 38 total touchdowns, but only 10 interceptions. Of course, the leading league rusher, James Cook, with 1,621 yards, 12 touchdowns. ETN had a 1,000-yard season this year, so he's not doing half bad. Receiver-wise, nobody was really that dominant for either team. I mean, you got Shakir over here with 719 yards, 4 touchdowns. And then you have Washington over here with 847 reception yards and 5 touchdowns. Sack-wise, Josh Allen's going to be facing against Josh Hines Allen. Remember, he used to go by Josh Allen, but then too many people kept getting him confused. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to go by Hines Allen. So he's got 8 sacks. Rousseau has 7 sacks. And, of course, Cole Bishop, the leading tackler for the Bills with 85 tackles, 85 tackles, and then 143 for Olokin, I believe is how you say his name. Injury report wise, obviously Phillips isn't going to be playing. It looks like Ty Johnson's going to be inactive. Savage is inactive on a coach's decision. Agunjobi, I think is how you say it. He's also inactive, and so is Latu. He is inactive as well. For the Jacksonville Jaguars, Van Lennon, their offensive tackle, he's going to be out with a knee. Smith is inactive on a coach's decision. Ogbuz inactive on a coach's decision. These guys are all just, healthy scratches, essentially, is what I'm guessing. Of course, you look at the last 5 games for the Buffalo Bills. They beat Cincinnati. They beat New England at New England. They beat Cleveland. They lost to Philly in that, kind of weird game. And then, of course, the Jets are the Jets. But Josh Allen only played 1 play just to keep his starting streak going. And then that was about it there. And then as for Jacksonville, they've been on a hot streak. An absolute hot streak. Let's look at their full schedule really quick. They finished – their last loss was against Houston, and then they went on a tear, essentially. The Arizona game was kind of the outlier, really. No team scored more than 24 points on them after Week 12. And even before then, the Chargers only scored 6 points. But, essentially that's how they've won. If, they hold you to under 24 points, they're probably going to win. So for Buffalo, it's you score more than 24 points, you have a good, legit shot at winning. And yeah, it's going to be a tough matchup. It truly is 50-50. I couldn't tell you who's going to win this game and who's not. Obviously, tonight is, after this game, it'll be Eagles 49ers, and then it'll be Patriots Chargers, and then of course tomorrow night is Steelers and Texans. But I feel like this is the big matchup here, and I think given how it has gone with Jacksonville, making this huge turnaround from, Doug Peterson last year to Liam Cohen this year, and how much better Trevor Lawrence and this offense has looked, it's really hard for me to think that Jacksonville doesn't have a chance in this game, because they do. It's going to be a really tough matchup. But how much of a home field advantage is it really in Jacksonville? I don't think it's really that much of an advantage. The way it would be for Buffalo if they were in Buffalo. We'll see how raucous Duvall County is going to be. But it's all over the map. So let's just bring it back over here now that we're kind of done going over some of the stats and stuff. We're just waiting for the game to kick off. I'm waiting to be able to actually put it on my TV because, Paramount Plus is weird and isn't letting me have the pregame show on. So, hold on. We got to put in a poll. Here. Who's going to win? Question mark. Bills or Jags? Start the poll. And yeah, so we are finally doing a live stream again. We haven't done a live stream in a hot second, but mostly for a plethora of reasons that we don't need to get into here on the podcast, or on the show. We're not on the podcast right now, but make sure you guys comment along if you join the chat as the game goes on, and we're gonna have ourselves a great afternoon. I debated doing another game today, but I kind of want to just enjoy football after this, and I don't want to do the Sunday night game, or mostly because those games usually run late, and I don't think we've never done a back-to-back stream. So next week I think we're gonna do more just because it's the divisional round, and then I'm trying to figure out what we're gonna do for the conference championship game. We'll see if the boys want to join at some point, during these. But yeah, early watch along for you guys here. So we hope you guys enjoy it. All right, I can finally get in and watch. So obviously we have the beautiful score graphic. And remember, I am watching this on Paramount Plus, and Paramount Plus is notorious for being not even a little bit, sometimes like a play behind. So right now, showing the Jacksonville Jaguars running out onto the field. God, I'm not a fan of. It's just when you see their throwback jerseys, it's just significantly better. Like their normal jerseys suck in compared to the throwbacks, and I think that's a conversation that like we as a society need to have. Is like, why is jersey like designing so bad nowadays? Like why is it that when we bring back a throwback jersey, it looks significantly better than anything that's ever created? And I mean, a lot of it is just because it's very flat designs, in my opinion. It's a lot of templates. And I mean, you look at Arizona's, like Arizona when they rebranded and got new jerseys and stuff, like the Cardinals, it was like their jerseys are super flat and boring and just like one color, and that's about it. There's no character to the jersey. And it's the same thing with these Jacksonville ones. I mean, they went, when Nike first signed on, they were one of the few teams that like went a little crazy with their initial redesign, but that was like pushing it too far. And then they went to this like standard, like kind of flat teal look, and it's just not any better, in my opinion. And then, you bring back the old, throwback jerseys and stuff like that, and they just look great. They look phenomenal this season. I kind of wish they were wearing them tonight, but they're not. So there's the lead. They're showing the leading rusher, James Cook, the third. He's going to need to be huge, man. He's going to need to be huge. Good water. Trevor Lawrence finally living up to the hype. So they're going to commercial break here, and I believe when they come back, it'll probably be time for kickoff. So, oh man, this is going to be an exciting game. I mean, look, the playoffs have been phenomenal so far. I mean, nobody expected the Panthers to. I mean, we saw it earlier in the season with the Panthers giving the Rams obviously a lot of issues and them winning that game in the regular season. But I don't think anybody really thought that they would be able to do it again. And then they did. And they damn well could have won that game, but then Matthew Stafford made the final drive and ultimately sealed it, where then Carolina couldn't really respond back and get the touchdown needed to win the game. So that was exciting. Then, of course, a complete disastrous first half for Chicago against the Packers. And what is finally starting to, everybody hypes that rivalry up like it was, something. And then it was nothing for the longest time. Aaron Rodgers just completely dominated the Bears. And Chicago just wasn't a serious franchise. But this season, that rivalry has really heated up, and it's because of the strange Ben Johnson, LaFleur beef that nobody fully understands how it happened because, Ben Johnson just all of a sudden hated him in his, introductory press conference. And then, a disastrous first half for the Bears. Second half doesn't necessarily go that great until the fourth quarter, where then it just blows wide open. So, and the Packers just played it too safe. They didn't play to win, couldn't kill, they had plenty of opportunities to ice the game, and they just stuck around, and they know that this is what the Bears do. They're the cardiac Bears for a reason this year, and it's because of that. So, yeah, I don't know. It's it's a strange rivalry because it feels like it came out of nowhere. The like hatred between the coaches, but it's good to have something like that. You know, we need teams that legitimately don't like each other to make, you know, the sport exciting. So yeah, I mean, it was a phenomenal performance, a phenomenal win by the Bears there in the fourth quarter. But man, do they got to get going much quicker than that. Now they're going to host another home game. Since they're the 2 seed, they're going to either host the 49ers or the Rams, depending on which. No, it's either the 49ers or the Eagles. Yeah, no. It would be either the 49ers or the Eagles. Wrong. I'm totally wrong. It's either the Rams or because if the 49ers win, they will be the lowest seed, so they will go to Seattle. Then that means the Rams would go to Chicago. But if the Eagles win, that means the Rams are the lowest seed, so they would go to Seattle, and then Philly would go to Chicago. And we all know Chicago blasted the Eagles on Black Friday. So here we go. They're doing the coin toss right now. It looks like Buffalo won. It looks like Buffalo won the coin toss. They're going to defer, so Jacksonville is going to take the ball. And, yeah. The youngest kicker against the oldest kicker. That's funny. The weird swimming pool that's part of the Jag Stadium. $64 degrees down in Jacksonville. That's crazy work. Okay, so we're about to start the first quarter here. And it looks like obviously the Jags are going to get the ball first, is from what I saw. So Liam Cohen, Coach of the Year candidate, along with Vrabel and, of course, Ben Johnson. You got to throw Ben Johnson in there. I mean, this is his time. This is Josh Allen's time, man. If there was ever a time for him to win the Super Bowl, it's freaking now. So here we go. And they get it down to about the 34-yard line. Actually, flip it again. Put it here. So, all right, 1st and 10. Man in motion, Lawrence. It's a jet sweep, and it's a tackle for a loss by Milano. For a loss of 3, so they're back down to the 31 on 2nd down, and now it's going to be 2nd down and 13. So, great defensive start on the game. Interesting they were doing a jet sweep. All right, Lawrence in the shotgun. He's got ETN in the backfield with him. Moves over to the other side. Lawrence takes a snap, looks, dumps it to ETN. Gets to about the 36. So it'll be 3rd and 8, I'm going to say. Nope, not 4th. 3rd. So 3rd and 8. Lawrence takes a snap, looking. Gets it. Oh, incomplete. incomplete to Jacoby Myers. And the Bills defense makes the stop, and it'll be 4th down. Myers just didn't catch that. I don't know that Cole Bishop really did much. I mean, I guess it was okay coverage, but... So there we go. And the ball's going to be down at about the 6-yard line. So here comes Josh Allen. So 13:29 left in the first quarter. He's going to take over at his own 6-yard line. Allen takes the snap, gives it to Cook. Cook fights for about, give or take, 3 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and about 7. Yep. So 2nd and 7 to the 9-yard line. Cook is out right now. Allen looking. Throws it over to Shakir. Shakir gets no gain. It'll be 3rd down. And he might have lost one. I'm not sure. Either he got back to the line of scrimmage or it's going to be 3rd and 7 still. Both teams are playing very tight offensively. I guess you could say very tense. Not really wanting to make the mistake here. So, yeah, 3rd and 7. Allen changing the call. Takes the snap. Looks. He's got Schaefer's, and it's a 1st down. For 14 yards. So that'll put him at the, what? 23. So great response on 3rd down. Great response on 3rd down. They give it to Cook. Cook gets about... Oh, there's a flag. Hold on. There is a flag. I'm going to say it's holding. Yeah, holding on Buffalo. So that'll make it 1st and 20. So I'm guessing they're back down at the 13. Yeah, they're at the 13-yard line. Allen in the shotgun. Looking for a quick goes to Shakir. Shakir, he's got a lane. Gets it to about the 25, I want to say. So gain of 12, so it'll be 2nd and 8. Ooh, little chippiness. So, yep, 2nd and 8. My clock was not going. I just now realized that. Gets it to Cooks, Brendan Cooks. And it'll be 1st down and 10. From the, I'm not sure what yard line. From the 34. They're going to give it to Cook. Yep, toss to, nope, there is a flag. So a false start on Buffalo. It's a 5-yard penalty. So they're going to go back to the 29. It'll be 1st and 15. Allen under pressure, running. He's going to have to go. Gets caught from behind. Picks up 7. So that'll be to the 36. So it'll be 2nd and 8. I don't see anything yet. Allen takes the snap, looking for a quick pass to Shakir. Shakir goes out, only about a 2-yard gain. So it'll be 3rd and 6. Stadium's coming alive. About 8 minutes and 10 seconds left. Allen sees something, he's pointing it out. Gabe Davis in motion. Allen looking, throws, no, incomplete. And it'll be 4th and 6. So a punt coming up. Kincaid couldn't make the catch. So basically trading punts right now. Washnowski. Booming punt. Gets down at the 20-yard line for Jacksonville. As they're going to take their first break. .51. 1st and 10. First quarter. All right. So basically, I'm seeing what I'm seeing. The same thing. Let's go ahead and look at the stats really quick. This is like totally not up to date at the moment. There we go. So yeah, I mean, stats wise, 36-5, 8 14-5. I mean, win probability still at a 50-50 split, essentially 51 to 48. Right now, Jacksonville has the, momentum. 2 first downs. I mean, nothing really crazy is happening yet. Obviously, they both have only had 1 drive, so can't necessarily say too much here on what's going on in the game. But I mean, yeah, this is going to be one of these matchups where it's just going to go really like, it's going to be like a heavyweight fight. They're going to be like kind of feeling each other out like in the first couple of drives, and then eventually, once they like get each other's timing and figure out what each other's doing, then it'll probably look a lot better. But right now, those are pretty 2 lackluster drives by both teams. So again, it's kind of a feeling out process. This is the playoffs, so these guys are tense. There's a lot of pressure on Josh Allen. There's a lot of pressure on Trevor Lawrence right now. So neither team wants to make the mistake. So not early in the game, at least, but eventually they will get going, I feel. All right, so here we go. So we got 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. 7:51 left in the first quarter. 0-0. Both teams have had the ball. Lawrence under center. Takes it, gives it to Etienne, and he gains about 3, I want to say. I'm going to say he got 4. Nope, he got 3. So they're putting him at the 23-yard line. Lawrence in the shotgun. Ooh. It was a false start. False start, so it'll be a 5-yard penalty, so that'll put them at 2nd and 12 and back to the 18-yard line. So 2nd and 12 from the 18. Lawrence looks, finds Etienne. Etienne trying to get the first, and I think he does. No, they're going to spot him 2 yards shy, so they got 10 yards, so they're at the 28. It'll be 3rd down and 2. So 3rd and 2, 6 minutes. Lawrence in the shotgun. Etienne in motion. Coming back. Got trips to the left. He gives it to Etienne. Etienne cuts through. Gets it to about the 40-yard line. So they're hurrying. They're going hurry up here. They think they got the right personnel out there, and they obviously want to exhaust this Buffalo defense. They're actually at the 39-yard line. Lawrence looking. Throws in. It's almost picked. 2nd and 10. Off the hands of Washington there. threw it behind him, and then Cole Bishop had an opportunity there, but it was a little too far out of his reach. So, fantastic. All right, 2nd and 10. Lawrence in the shotgun again. Bill's showing a little pressure, but they're probably going to bail out of it. Yep. Lawrence looks, fires, picked off, intercepted. And he's down to the 32-yard line. .32-yard line. 1st and 10. So Josh Allen in prime position to score here. Yeah, Trevor just didn't see him. Trevor didn't account for that for that guy being there. For Thompson, that's his name, Thompson. So that's huge. So 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Actually, more to the 33-yard line, but tosses it to Cook. Cook gets it down to the 30. So it'll be 2nd and 7. Big game Gabe Davis back with the Bills. Let's see if he can do something. And of course, they're talking about the 13-second game where Gabe Davis had a monster game. Allen fakes it to Cook. Play action, looking, dumps it to Cook, and Cook goes backwards. I'm not sure where they're going to put that ball. So a gain of 1, they're going to say. You're in prime position, Josh. You got to do something here. It's about 4 minutes left in the first quarter. No score here. Bills in prime scoring position if they can get this first down here. Yep. There he goes, but that was just not the right play, in my opinion. Gains about probably just 1. 2 yards. So they're going to send out their field goal unit. Prater dealing with a quad injury. So we'll see how he does kicking-wise. But Josh Allen, that play didn't make sense, in my opinion. So 4th and 4. Prater coming for a field goal. This will be a 45-yard attempt. I don't think they reset the clock. Oh, they're giving him a delay of game. So it is now a 50-yard field goal. So they're going to go back 5 yards. So they're going to go back to the 32. Josh Allen going to the blue 10. So 50-yard attempt here. 4th and 9. Kick is up, and it is good. Huh. wonder. Oh, it was probably there. But 3-0. They go to commercial break. So Buffalo strikes first. They get the first points of the game. So with that, let's go ahead and see if anything's changed stat-wise. Yeah, that was a disappointing drive in my opinion. You got a big interception on defense, and then you don't do anything with it. It's unacceptable, in my opinion, in that position. Like, they got to do better than that. And I just think the play calls weren't necessarily the best, but, it's fine. So here we go. Stats-wise, I mean, right now Buffalo's in the biggest win. I mean, this is the biggest it's been, it feels like. Kickoff, it started at about a 50-50 split. And right now, Buffalo looks like they are going to have the advantage going forward. So it's 56.3 to 43.7. So clearly it looks like the game kind of started back up. But again, Paramount Plus, baby. Gotta love it. For some reason, it's always super behind. So, yeah. Yep. So far, kind of a lackluster game offensively. Hopefully it opens up a little bit as these teams get a little more comfortable with what each what each team is doing. Jeez. Come on, work with me. There we go. With what each team is doing, hopefully they can get that all situated and figured out. It's snowing outside. So, all right, they are back. And, ooh, that was almost bad. He almost stepped out. So the ball's going to go to I believe it's the 35? I'm actually very confused as to what I'm doing right now. So ball's at the 35. Help me. Gets it to Strange, and it'll be a first down. And he gets it to I am not sure. They actually marked him short. So it'll be second down and 1 from the 44. Dumps it to ETN. ETN gets to about the 49. Oh, they were looking at him for a concussion. But he cleared concussion protocol. But they were looking at him for a concussion. Parker Washington being evaluated for concussion. Lawrence tosses it. And they're going to get the first down and more. Gets it for 20. And it's going to be down to about the 30-yard line. And they've got, gets it to about the 16. I'm actually a little lost as to where the ball is right now. It's really hard to run this by yourself. So last 20 seconds of the first quarter. Jacksonville's driving. Oh, Trevor falls. And they get down to the 4. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. But they are down to the 4-yard line. So, yeah, Jacksonville's driving. Jacksonville's driving here. This game doesn't really bear any, like, consequences to our pick'ems, so it's just great to kind of just sit back and watch and enjoy. But, like, the next 2 games, I mean, wait, we obviously we picked the game, but we all picked the Bills, so if they lose, we all lose. But, like, if, like, the next game, like, me, Kirby, and Dan all pick the same picks, so yeah. So anything that happens, you know, we're just battling to close the gap against the secret picker. Right now their lead is down to 4. So like there's 2 games left that we have different, which is we all picked the Eagles, they picked the 49ers, and then they picked the Steelers. We all picked the Texans. We all picked the Patriots. If memory serves me right. So yeah, I mean, look, right now, Jacksonville seems to have found a weakness in Buffalo with the run game. I mean, they're just like getting these, you know, there at the end, they got like 3 first downs, like nothing. So we'll see how it goes from here on out, but it's not very, that's not promising. All right, so they're back for the second quarter. See, this is very confusing. So now they flip this whatever the field. So now they're going to be going that way. So they're actually down to the 3-yard line. They give it to Strange. God, I'm not sure where he got to. No gain. So it'll be second down and goal, actually. I don't know why they're not running the ball. They've had so much success. Okay, ETN's coming back to the backfield. I'd run it here. Why not? Kobe Myers in motion. Lawrence looking. Throws. Gets it to Brian Thomas Jr. And it's a touchdown for Jacksonville. That was a great pass and a great drive by the Jaguars. All right, so here comes the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good. So Jacksonville strikes first touchdown-wise, and it's now 7-3. So now Josh Allen and the Bills have to respond as they go to another commercial break. Because Lord knows they're in trouble. They're not in trouble, but it's still early in the game. It's only the second quarter, but they need to put up something offensively. They had a few first downs on that first drive, but you know, it's not like they got down the field and then they got great field position and then did absolutely nothing with it. So, not the best. Yeah, look how much it's swung already on the win probability here. Now Jacksonville has a 60% chance of winning this game. It's obviously early, so it's really hard to really like dictate all that. But it's kind of funny how like one touchdown swings it to a 60-40 split. It doesn't make sense. It makes absolutely no sense. But you know what can you really do? But yeah, they just dropped, and now with that touchdown. Look, Buffalo scores is going to go right back up. So it's a little too early to be using the win probability to really like determine what's going to happen. Obviously, here we go, 92-53. Buffalo has the one turnover, the one interception, 6 first downs compared to the 2 for Buffalo. Penalties. Right now, penalties are starting to stack up for Buffalo, 3 for 20. There's only been 1 penalty on Jacksonville. They're both about equal on third downs. None of them have gone for it on fourth down. Same possession time, so not a whole lot is different or going on here. But Tootin, 47 yards on 3 carries. This is where James Cook needs to get going. And then Schaefer's receiving. I mean, they got to get going here. You need the receivers to step up, and you need James Cook to take over. If he's going to be the leading rusher in the league, then, you know, he needs to take over here. So, all right, they're back. You got Ray Davis back there waiting for the ball. I'd knee it, but he's going to take it out. Crosses the 20, crosses the 30, gets to, 35 and fumbles it. And I'm not entirely sure who got it back. Jacksonville came out with the ball, but so Lloyd has the football, but was he down? So, okay, ball's out. So there's that. No, it looks like Lloyd does have it. Jesus. Now it's going horribly wrong for the Buffalo Bills. Yeah, look, Lloyd has it right there. He's fighting for it. And then he obviously ends up coming out with it. That's why I said knee the ball, man. Like, sometimes, like, you're going to get it at the 35. That's as far as he got anyways. Knee the ball. So they get the ball back at the Buffalo 35. It'll be 1st and 10. You see, he should have, I said it, he should have needed. He should have just taken the touchback. He should have, that was a bad play. It was unnecessary. Like, you're getting it at the 35 when you need the ball. Like, so, all right, let's see. Does Trevor and the Jags take an 11-point lead on the Bills? Lawrence gives it to Etienne. Etienne cuts around, gets about 7 yards, I want to say. It gets to about the 28-yard line. 2nd and 3 coming up. Yeah, Buffalo's in trouble right now. Buffalo is definitely in trouble right now. Oh, Lawrence changing it. Goes in shotgun. Takes a snap. Looks. Fires. Gets it to Jacoby Myers, and he gets up and then gets taken down at about the 18-yard line, I want to say. Maybe the 17. Yeah, it's at the 17. Lawrence goes, fires, and it's C. That was a risky pass. 2nd and 10. That was an unnecessary risky pass there. Yeah, I think he had it. Sorry, it's 2nd and 10. Lawrence looking under pressure. He's going to get sacked. It's the first sack of the night I guess you could say, for Buffalo. And it's a loss of 2. So it puts him back down to the 19. It'll be 3rd and 12. So can Buffalo's defense hold here? And hold them to maybe just a field goal, and it's only a 7-point game. It's a nice little shell coverage. Lawrence looking, pumps it. He's going to take off himself, and he's going to get down to about the 8-yard line, I want to say. It's going to be 4th and 2. Do they go for it here? They're going to go for it. This is huge for the Bills. If they can stop them here, then they risk no points and they can take the lead. Up. So it'll be a timeout, Jacksonville. Not going to go to commercial break, but timeout. So this is a big down because, again, this could be points. And they're going for it. So if Buffalo can stop them here and not let them get a first down or any sort of score here because they're in scoring position because they're at the 9. It's not it's a good stop for them after the fumble. So 4th and 2. Strange in motion, gives it, no, fakes it to ATN. He dives. I think he was short. So I'm saying, I think he was down way before that. Yep. The virtual measurement is saying they got a first down, but I think you might want to challenge the position. So Buffalo should challenge it. Come on, challenge it. What are you doing? McDermott, challenge it. Yep. And there is a challenge. Buffalo is going to challenge. Because to me, he's clearly short. So, all right, they're in a commercial break for the challenge. But yeah, I think he was short, in my opinion. In my opinion, I think he was short. This is huge. This is big. This could be like, I mean, again, this is the difference between points and no points. And that's why maybe Liam Cohen should have just gone for a field goal, but he trusted his quarterback. His quarterback just made the wrong play, in my opinion, and dove way too early. But, you know, I guess we're about to find out, you know, how right he was and how wrong he was. So not a lot to talk about at the moment as we wait for the decision here. But I mean, look, Buffalo's got to get it together, man. Like truly, they got to get it together. They got to win this game. You know, for their quarterback, because this could be his one like clear opportunity where he can win it. All right, they're back. Yep. So challenge is 1, and that'll be a turnover on downs. So it'll be Buffalo ball. It's to Shakir to about the 11. To maybe like the 12. I don't know. It's going to be 2nd and 6 either way. So, huge stop by the defense. And yeah, football, game of inches, baby. Game of inches. Second and 6. Quick pass to Shakir. Shakir gets the first down and a little more. Cuts back in. And he's out of bounds for the first down. And he's going to get to about the, give or take, 20. 26, I'm going to say. 27. Allen takes the snap, looks, fires. Throws it to Gore, and that'll be a gain of 6. So down to 33. 2nd and 4. Toss to James Cook again. James Cook gets through and gets to about the 44. That would be a disaster if they lose him right now. Oof, that was a gnarly hit, though. Oof. So it's 1st and 10. There's an injury. Josh is 9 for 10 for 61 yards, but yet hasn't necessarily done much yet. So we'll see how this goes. So 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Allen, play action, looks, almost picked, but Schaefer might have got it. There is a flag. Oh, Cooks. It was Cooks. So pass interference on Jacksonville, but the penalty is declined. So 12 gets it to about the next 44. Allen, another toss to Cook. Cook cuts it back and can't get around the defender. And he loses about 2, I want to say. No, loss of 1, so it'll be 2nd and 11. He needed to be a little more decisive on that cutback, and then he needed to just go. In my opinion. I thought he kind of had the angle a little bit, but he didn't get it. Nope. Timeout. So a quick timeout for Buffalo. They were not ready there at all. And they just ran out of time, so they had to burn a timeout. So both teams only have 2 timeouts. 7:45 left in the second quarter, in the first half, essentially. Going to get figured out as we're going to come right back here in a second. So they're actually saying a 2nd and 10. So not a second and so I don't think they're giving him the 1-yard loss. So I think they're back to the 44. Down to the final seconds. Allen looking, throws it, has Keon Coleman wide open, and Coleman breaks free, gets down to about the 7-yard line. And it'll be 1st and goal. Oof, he hit it on the back of his teammate's helmet. That's very dangerous there. But they're at the 7. Allen tosses it again to James Cook. Cook cuts up and goes out at about the 4. Oy. That does not feel good, but yep, there it is. There's the grimace. Second and goal. Hands it off. Cook fighting. Doesn't get anything there. Gets to about maybe the 2. So it'll be 3rd and goal. So the question is how is Josh Allen's hand feeling right now? I mean, that was a gnarly hit on that helmet. All right, Allen alone in the shotgun. Takes it. He's going to power through. Gets in there. Josh Allen, touchdown, Buffalo. Wait, are they saying there was no play? Okay, so the play counts. Yeesh. Come on, we already lost Mahomes to an injury. We can't lose Allen too. Kick is up, and it is good. So the Bills up now. Look at him. He's walking fine. 10-7. Ooh, he was grabbing his knee. So 5:37 left. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he is okay, because that would be brutal to lose Josh Allen as well to a knee injury. That was his leg did get caught, and usually those result in really bad knee injuries. So we'll see, man. But great response. But yeah, Dan just texted the chat, the group chat, and he said, Allen's getting beat up. So yeah, brutal, man. Absolutely brutal. He's getting beat up, but Buffalo has a 3-point lead again. So he's doing his job. But that was a rough try for him. First hitting his hand on the back of his teammate's helmet as he's throwing. And then obviously looking like he got his leg caught. So I guess we'll see. I mean, he looked like he was fine there in that shot on the sideline. It looked like he was walking okay. So he didn't need help off the field. So hopefully he's okay. But yeah, 5:37 left in the first half. Both teams have 2 timeouts. Still plenty of time. Buffalo's going to get the second half kickoff. So there's that to consider for Jacksonville. That if they leave, if they need points here, and then they also need to drain the clock to the point where Buffalo might not be able to do anything with it. But if they go 3 and out, or if they don't have a necessarily long drive and they leave time on the clock and they let Allen have, another crack at it in this, before halftime, and he gets a touchdown, like they can double dip, and then they're down 24-7 if he gets 2 touchdowns, or maybe they're down 20-7. Either way, won't be easy. There's the kick. Gets it to the 31. I'm sorry, the 26. All right. Lawrence under center. Nope. He's going to go out of center. He's going to go into the pistol. Strange emotion. Gives the running back. Gets about, give or take 3 or 4 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 6 from the 20. That one may put him at the 27 then. Nope. Nah, I think he's fine. Again, they showed the shot of him. They're at the 30, by the way. They showed the shot of him. Lawrence almost intercepted again. That ball came out very ugly. I think it was tipped. Yep, it was definitely tipped. And Milano, no, not Milano. Thompson almost had another shot at it. So it'll be 3rd and 6. Parker Washington is back out. Okay, so he got out of concussion protocol and a timeout for Jacksonville. So not great execution going on here. They're struggling to get the play calls in, taking too long to get set. They're not leaving a lot of time for Trevor to get everybody situated and set. UMass. Oh, man. All right, let's see. Can Trevor get the first down here? It's 3rd and 6. Or does Buffalo get the stop and start to take over this game? Lawrence takes the snap, looks, fires. Nobody there. And it's going to be a 3 and out for the Jags. So they did not do what they needed to do, and they are now in trouble here because if Josh Allen scores here, I mean, they're going to go up 17-7, a 10-point lead. So there's the punt, and it goes out of bounds to the 27-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line when we come back from commercial. So can Josh Allen get another touchdown? All right. Let's see what the people are saying right now. There we go. Nothing really great is being said. It's all a bunch of trolls. So just waiting for the game to come back on because honestly, there's not a whole lot to necessarily discuss just yet. So, all right, here we go. Now we're back. Now we can talk about some stuff. So, all right, 4:35. So my clock is completely off. Left, 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Allen looking, goes long, had Cooks open but couldn't hit him. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Look, Mahomes did it with a high ankle sprain. Come on, you got to power through. So here we go. Allen looking, finds Gabe Davis for about 9 yards, I want to say. So down to the 37. So 3rd and 1 coming up. Allen under center. They're going to hand it off to Cook. Cook goes through, but it looks like he's going to be short. It looks like he might have it. Nope, they just waved it a first down. I don't know how he got that. It did not look like he reached it. But I can't see the ball, so you can't really say yes or no. So anyways, 1st and 10 from the 38. Cook in the backfield. Allen under center again. Play action. Allen rolling to his right, looking, dumps it to Knox. No, Kincaid, I'm sorry. It looked like it was Knox. It was Kincaid. So it'll be 2nd down and 4, so a gain of 6. So they're down to the 44. So approaching the 2-minute warning. 2.5 minutes left. Hands it off. Cook. Cook gets the first down. So they get to about the 49. And that's probably going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Yep. So 2-minute warning. Ball at the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 when we come back. But it looks like Buffalo's starting to kind of get going a little bit. Maybe they're starting to call some more plays for James Cook so that he can, so he's not necessarily relying on that hand as much. Maybe give it some time. I don't know. Maybe protect him a little bit. But yeah, it's I guess we'll see we'll see what happens coming out of halftime, really, because then he's gonna really have time to let that hand sit, and we'll see if it like swells up or what. Because that was he hit that helmet hard. It looks like he's fine. His knee's okay. Thank God, because imagine losing Josh Allen to, an ACL at this point in the season or something like that. It would be a terrible situation, especially because they're opening their new stadium next year. So you want Josh Allen there. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So, all right. Well, we're at the 2-minute warning, so I guess we can kind of check and see how things are kind of panning out here. So, yeah, I mean, Allen, obviously 125 passing yards. Trevor's only thrown 45. He's got the 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Josh Allen is 13 for 15. He's got no touchdowns and no interceptions. James Cook, 32 yards on 9 carries. So he's starting to get going a little bit, I think. And then Tootin, 4 carries, 51 yards. Keon Coleman now with 1 reception got 36 yards. So he's now the leading receiver for the Buffalo Bills. And then this is a problem here. This can't be the way it is. No, never mind. I take that back. They just updated it. No, so I guess a big play is about to happen because now, look, you see, that's how far behind the Paramount Plus stream is. Like, a big play just happened with Brandon Cooks, and now it's spoiled. Now I know it's coming, at least. but like they're literally just coming back on it. Like they really got to figure out Paramount Plus because it can't be this delayed. It's very annoying. Schaefer's is going to the locker room. So 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. 2 minutes left. Cook's in motion. Goes in motion again. Allen gives it to Cooks. And they get about a gain of 3. So they're down to the 48 on Jacksonville side. 2 timeouts left for Buffalo also. Minute and a half. Allen in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looks, fires long. This is the Brendan Cooks play right here. Gets it down to the 22-yard line. But that's how far back I am. This play already freaking happened already. And here we go. All right, they're stopping it. Expedited, hopefully. Jeez. Ooh. Maybe. I don't know. This one's going to be a little tricky. So this is under review. But yeah, look how far back. Like, that's 2 whole plays back from when Paramount Plus goes, from when that Brandon Cooks play happened to when Paramount Plus was coming on. As we're looking on the stat screen, I don't understand why there's such a delay on a internet stream. It just makes no sense. I don't understand how something can be that far behind. Like, that's like borderline unacceptable. So it's under review, the Brendan Cooks catch. Yeah, that's frustrating. That, like, we're that far behind and there's nothing we can really do about it. Man. All right, so was it good? So they did. So where were they? The 49 originally? 48. It'll be 3rd and 7. And then they put a minute 20 back on the clock. Allen takes the snap, looks, pumps, quick pass. This time gets it to Knox. And they get it down to about the 44, I want to say. Yeah. And And a timeout called by Jacksonville, so. I don't know. Me personally, I think it looks fine, but it looks like the Bills are going to go for it. Now, are they actually going to snap it, or are they going to just... No, they're just trying to draw them off sides. So now a timeout by them, or are they going to take the penalty? That was really dumb, but okay. So delay of game on Buffalo. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty, so they're back to the 50. So it'll be 4th and 9, and they're going to punt it. I guess they didn't trust Prater to try to make that field goal. So Schnowski comes out for the punt. Kick is up. And it'll go out of bounds at about the 1, 2. Beautiful. So at about the 1, Jacksonville's going to have to take over from there with 1:05 left. No timeouts. 1st and 10. It'll be interesting to see what they do and what Buffalo does defensively as they're looking at it. I think they're trying to see if the ball had touched out before that on its first bounce. So it is at the 1. So, do you bring some heat to Trevor Lawrence right now? So, no, they actually put it to the 3. Lawrence takes a snap. He's got pressure in his face, spins out. He's got some space. He's going to take it himself. He's going to run up the field, gets the first down, gets it to the 21-yard line. They can't stop the clock, so they got to go. They got to try to, they're going to probably... No, they're going to call an actual play. They're not going to spike it down to 39 seconds. A lot of time being wasted here. A lot of time still being wasted here, and false start on Jacksonville. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, so that'll put them at about the 16. So it'll be 1st and 15. 32 seconds left. It's down to 24 seconds. Lawrence takes a snap, looks, dumps it off, and goes out to Allen. Tagging a Nate from the 24, 25-yard line. Lawrence looking. Steps up, fires a rocket down, and gets it to Washington to the 41-yard line. They don't have time. They're not going to have time. It's going to run out one, and that is it. Halftime. There are flags. But there was no way. That clock was done. That ball was that there was no time left. They did not get that snap off. See, they didn't snap it in time. Two, one. It's late. That's what I was saying. He didn't snap it in time. It's halftime. Yeah, by the time the center snaps it, there's no time. Come on, this isn't difficult. Why are they having a Continental Congress for this? What? There's no way. I didn't see anything conclusive off of that. I saw halftime. That's a terrible call right there. I think that's stupid. They didn't get the playoff. What penalty is there if the clock ran out? That's terrible. That's a terrible call. 54-yard attempt. He's going to make this. Little's going to make this. No good. Ball don't lie, baby. Ball don't lie. The ball don't lie. Did it doink? No, it didn't doink. Ball don't lie, baby. Ball don't lie. All right, we're at halftime now officially. So, yeah, I guess we're going to take our usual halftime break, and I guess we'll be back for the second half. So I will see you guys when we come back. back on. There we go. So I'm having some mic difficulties right now. So I'm probably going to have to hold my microphone for the rest of the stream. So, yeah, there's that going on. So, yeah. All right. So they're down to the 26. I'm going to be all over the map here starting off. Buffalo gets it. They're going that way. It's first down. So, okay, here we go. So, gain of 2. So, yeah, I'm having some mic difficulties here. For some reason, this thing came off my mic arm, and I can't get it back on at the moment. So, we're just going to have to hold it like this for now until I can get a moment during a commercial break or something to put it off. So, all right, Allen in the shotgun. He's got Cook back there with him. 2nd and 9. Throws it. Incomplete. And it'll be 3rd and 9, actually. Ooh, that could have been a penalty. So they're actually at the 27-yard line. Looks like they're at the 28, but they're actually at the 27. So, all right, 3rd and 9. This is huge. If you're the Bills, you want a score here. 5 seconds left. Allen takes a snap. Quick pass to Shakir. Shakir cuts it up. Does a spin move. Gets the first down. And they're going to be at the 37-yard line. So, great conversion. Great play by Shakir right there. So, 1st and 10. Schaefer's, whatever's in motion. Play action, looking. Allen dumps it long, finds Shakir again. And a gain of 18. Gets it to about the 46, I want to say. To the Jacksonville 46. Josh Hines Allen tackles Josh Allen. Hilarious. All right, Allen under center. First in motion. Another play action. Allen looking, dumps it to James Cook. James Cook gets about a gain of 4. Down to the 42-yard line. It's a great tackle, actually. That's like a really good tackle. So 2nd and 6. Allen takes a snap, hands it off to Cook. Cook gets about 1. Maybe 2. So it'll be 3rd and 5. So another huge 3rd down here for the Bills. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be zone. Nobody followed the running back. Shakir in motion, goes back out. Allen looking, throws it quickly to Gabe Davis, and he gets the first down. Big game, Gabe Davis. So it'll be 35. Or they're at the 35-yard line. Allen in the shotgun. Cook in motion. Fakes the handoff. Under pressure, looks, steps up. He's going to get tackled, but he gets a gain of 1. So gain of 2, actually. So they're at the 33 now. So 2nd and 8. Gives it to Cook. Cook powers through, gets to about the 29.5-yard line. So we're just going to mark him at the 29. So it'll be 3rd and 5. So they got to get to the 24-yard line. No, they put him back at the 30-ish. So they got to get to the 25. They're in field goal range, so that's the good news. What happened? Oh. So a 5-yard penalty, so it puts them back to the 35. And it'll be 10. So it'll be 3rd and 10 after that false start. So 3rd and 10. Made it a little more difficult. Time running out on the play clock. Allen takes a snap, looks. Quick pass to Shakir, but Shakir's only going to get to about the 28-yard line. And it'll be 4th down and 3, I want to say. 4th down and 4. So here comes the field. Here comes Prater to try to kick a field goal despite having the quad issues. 47-yard attempt. Kick is up, and it is good. So some points for the Bills. They're up by 6. So Jacksonville scores a touchdown here. They take the lead. So with that, we're going to take a quick break so I can try to fix my microphone really quick. Oh, man. All right. Okay, I think I got it all figured out and fixed. That was uber complicated, but I got it figured out. So, all right. Let's get back to where we were. So they are at the 35. So Washington gets the first down, so they're down to the 45 now. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with my microphone, but it's okay. I got it figured out, guys. Don't worry about it. Made it way more complex than it really needed to be. So, here we are. All right, Lawrence under center. So they're actually at like the 48. Etienne gets through and gets to about the 28-yard line. So it'll be first down from, what is going on here? The 28-yard line. Just all over the map right now. Oof. 6-7. So ETN 48 carries. So yeah, so here's an opportunity. They're actually at the 26-yard line. Lawrence takes a snap, looks. Ooh, almost picked. Try to get it to Strange. And it'll be second down and 10. Tre'Davious White had an opportunity there. He really did. If he would have gotten that. Second and 10. Jacoby Myers in motion. Lawrence takes the snap. He's going to try to run it up. He's not going to really get anywhere. As a matter of fact, he's not going to gain anything. And it's going to be third and 10. He might have gotten one. Oof. Right on top of his head. I'm surprised they're not going to check him for a concussion because I was right on the crown of his head. But he looks fine. He looks okay. So third and 10. About 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Lawrence takes a snap. Looks, fires. Had Strange, but nothing there. Fourth down. So looks like the field goal unit's going to come out for Jacksonville. White again. Almost picked. Almost picked. So 43-yard attempt for Cam Little. He's already missed from 54. This one's only a 43. Kick is up, and this time it is good. So an opportunity to take the lead. Doesn't work out. They get close, but it's 13-10 with 5:47 left in the third quarter. So that Buffalo run defense is becoming a problem. And the fact that Jacksonville's not exploiting it more is kind of a problem, in my opinion. Because that's what they should be exploiting. I mean, you get all these yards on the run game and then you stop. Oop. Don't want to do that. I'm trying to adjust my microphone here. I got too much stuff on my desk. I got to really work on this layout. It's much better. That way it's more in front of me. If you guys are wondering, Chief is laying right here. So, the star of the show. Nope, there he is. Just got up. Make an appearance, big guy. Just hope you guys know I'm missing El Clásico for this. I guess I could technically throw it on, but I don't really know what I would throw it on because this monitor is for the stream. This one's got the game on, and then my laptop here is controlling the scoreboard. So it's can't not much I can use it on. So 13-10, look, this was one of my most anticipated matchups of the playoffs because these teams are essentially equal. So I guess I don't want to look at the stat screen right now just because in risk of spoiling things like we did with the Brendan Cooks play. At BK, have it your way. Oddly enough, I could go for some Burger King right now, but there's no Burger King around my house. Right? Yeah, the only Burger King around is like 15 minutes down the road. I mean, I guess that's close, but it's not like in my immediate vicinity. All right, here they come. Gets it to about the 31. No Super Bowl appearances thanks to the Kansas City Chiefs, baby. So we'll see. So 1st and 10 from the 31. Damn, they haven't won on the road since 1992. That's kind of crazy. All right, Allen under center. Cooks in motion. Gives it to Cook. Brendan Cooks was in motion. Cook was, whatever. Gain it to... He's played great. Like, I mean, I get, like, those are great numbers, but, like, only being up 13-10 is not great. So 2nd and 8, there's about 5. Jesus, didn't even start the clock. About 5 minutes left. Allen takes a snap, looks. Under pressure. Doesn't get it off. Gets sacked at the 20. So it'll be 3rd and long. Long is the answer. So it'll be 3rd and 20. So 3rd and a mile, essentially. Got sacked at the 21, by the way. Allen looking. Throws it short. Nobody there. Not a soul. So big stop for the Jacksonville defense. Wisnowski kicks it up. That's a dud. It was a shank. Gets it to about the 37. 38-yard line. Jacksonville ball at the 38-yard line when they come back. So we go to commercial break. So, yeah, look, Buffalo did not take advantage there. And now Jacksonville has a chance to take the lead again. So, I don't know, man. It just feels like this Buffalo team just does not have the, like, weapons that it needs receiver-wise. Like, if they can't get Cook going, then nobody else is going to get going. And Shakir's had some good moments here and there, but, like, we haven't really heard much from Kincaid or Knox. And those are, like, their big guys. I mean, we'll see. Like I said, if Josh Allen fails here and doesn't get to the Super Bowl, loses in the first round, I mean, I'm expecting he's going to get the same type of scrutiny that Lamar gets, that, you know, I mean, you can't be the quote-unquote best quarterback in the league by some people and not make the Super Bowl when literally, you know, obviously Mahomes has made it many times. I got to always bring it back to Mahomes. That's my guy. And Joe Burrow's made it. I mean, again, this playoffs is wide open. Like, this is tailor-made for him to go on a run here, and yet it feels like they don't have the right team around him. So he might have to go, like, he's going to have to go Superman mode to get to maybe drag this team to the Super Bowl. But again, ultimately in the pick'ems, like, it doesn't hurt me if this happens. I mean, currently, yeah. I mean, the current records are I'm 61-48. Kirby's 60-49, and Dan is 57-52. Dan fighting for his life to stay above 500, and the secret picker is 65-44. They only have a 4-game lead, so yeah. So all right, they're back. They're going to Orlando. That's where they're going. So, all right. Trevor Lawrence under center here. Down at the 38-yard line. Takes a snap. Gives it to Etienne, who gets smacked, but gets about a gain of 5, maybe? Maybe 4? The one thing that annoys me about CBS is they take the score bug off way too often to where it's like hard to kind of keep up with where things are. So it is 2nd and 5. Nothing there, so 3rd down. So here we go. Big down here. Buffalo wants the stop. 3 minutes left. There goes the big guy. Maybe not. Yep, he's coming back. Lawrence takes the snap, looks, fires, has Brian Thompson open. So 236. Thomas. I called him Thompson. Jesus Christ. Gets it to about the 38. So getting up real quick. Hands it off. Gets it to about the 35-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 7. So 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Jacksonville trying to take the lead here. Lawrence under center. Takes the snap, tosses it to Etienne. Etienne's going to get to the outside. He's going to get some yards, but he's going to come up short. Gets to only about the 30. So he's going to be 2 yards short. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Minute left in the 3rd quarter. It's going to be a pass, but Lawrence under pressure gets it to Washington. For 14, so they're down to the 16-yard line. Lawrence, quick pass to Washington again. Washington trying to get around the corner, goes out of bounds. But that will be the end of the 3rd quarter. But they are not at the 16. They are definitely elsewhere. They are at the 13. So now we're going to flip it. So they're at the 13-yard line when they come back. It'll be what, 2nd and 7 is what it's going to be. When they come back, it'll be 2nd and 7. So one quarter left. 1 quarter left in this game. That 3rd quarter kind of flew. So, all right, let's look at some of the stats here really quick before everything starts back up again. All right, well, look, the 170 to 137, still no touchdowns for Josh Allen. 13 carries for 39 yards. Not great for James Cook. That's just not there. Shakir, the leading receiver, with 63 yards on 8 receptions. And then right now, here's the win percentage. Going into the 4th quarter, 55%. So it's still basically in that toss-up range. So, and they already came back and kind of spoiled it. So it's going to be a 3rd and 1 when they come back. So, yeah. See, once again, this freaking Paramount Plus just really doing it great. You know, the game is back on and we're still on commercial. Like, I don't understand why it's this far behind. I truly would love to know why Paramount Plus is so behind on games. Like, we're essentially like 2 games behind, or 2 plays behind. Like, that's really bad. That's why I like Peacock better, because they're usually pretty even. All right, so Lawrence takes it. Quick pass down to Washington. Washington's going to get down to the 1. So, yeah, so it's going to be 3rd and 1. Get about a gain of 6 here, so that'll put them at the, 7-yard line? Well, here they go. Is Lawrence going to jump up over the line to try to get the first? Nope, keeps it, gets the first down. So down to the 5. Or the 6. The 6 and the 5.5. Lawrence fakes it, draw, gets hit, no gain. By the way, it's 2nd and goal. They were not fooled by that. Liam Cohen not happy. Lawrence looking, runs through his progressions, finds Washington, touchdown. Jacksonville. So they take a 4-point lead. All right, chill out, Tony. I don't know about Jacksonville being in the Super Bowl, but there's an injury. A lineman is down. Washington, of course, scoring the touchdown. So it's right now currently a 3-point game, pending the extra point, which could push it to a 4-point game. But they're going to a commercial for an injury. So Jacksonville scores, takes the lead. I guess the question, like, Buffalo's got to respond here. Buffalo needs to respond. It's now or nothing. This is the last quarter of this game. There is no more. Like, you're running out of time, and you're running out of plays. You got to do something. And sure, like, I'm saying that Buffalo, like, doesn't feel like they have the horses to win this one. But, like, again, Mahomes did it with Kadarius Toney and Sky Moore. Like, if you can win a Super Bowl with those guys, 2 Super Bowls with those guys, Josh Allen should be able to do it with, Shakir and Brendan Cooks. And, the guy that they drafted to be, like, their top guy, Keon Coleman. That's just my opinion, but, I'm just a stooge sitting here in his studio, talking to a camera. I wonder how much it's jumped now. All right, so they already kicked the extra point. Clearly. But once again. Ooh. Buffalo's at a 32% chance of winning right now. This is probably the biggest gap it's been. No, this was the biggest gap right here. But it has completely swung the other direction since that moment. Kid dancing in the pool. So we know he's going to make it, so might as well just put it up. It's good. So it's a 4-point lead, 17-13. Watching the play again, Trevor gets it perfectly in between basically two defenders to get it to Washington. Yeah, that's just, and again, they are doing this without Travis Hunter. So what is this team going to look like with Travis Hunter next year? So they're showing the bracket right now. There's not a lot of action on the AFC side just yet. This is the first AFC game. The 2 games yesterday were NFC games. But, you know, we'll see who goes where. But as of right now, there is no... I mean, Buffalo has to win, man. Because, like, at the end of the day, like, I want Josh Allen to finally get one. And if you can get one without having to, like, go through my Chiefs, okay, I'll take it. But, you know, not great. So, all right, it's going to go to the 35. So, 1st and 10 for the Buffalo Bills. Oh, hilarious. All right, 12:55 to go. 1st and 10 on the 35-yard line. Allen under center. Coleman in motion. Takes it. Tosses it to Cook. Cook cuts it up. Gets about 8. They're going to say 6? I saw 8. I guess he did fall down much earlier than that. It looked like he got much further. So 2nd and 4. Allen looking. Looked, and then he should have just dumped it off to Cook. I don't know what happened there, but... Now you got a 3rd and 4 here. Is this 4-down territory for the Bills? I mean, he should have... well, James Cook just wasn't ready, so that's why he did... Okay. Now it makes... Cook wasn't ready. Cook... If Allen would have thrown that, it would have just hit James Cook in the back. So 3rd and 4. Crowd is getting raucous. Kincaid in motion. Takes the snap, looks, finds Kincaid, gets the 1st down. Gets it to about the 43, I want to say. Not entirely sure. No, they get it to the 48. Jeez, I'm way off. Allen looking. Goes. Finds. Dawson Knox this time, yes. And they get it to about the 28. So Buffalo driving to respond here. Allen Looks, fires. Gabe Davis had it and lost it. And Gabe Davis is hurt. Oof. Yeah, this number 42 has been doing that a lot lately. That's not good. Schaefer's is getting out. Brendan Cook's coming in. 15 seconds left on the play clock. 10:41 left in the game clock. 2nd and 10. Allen takes a snap. Looks, quick pass to Shakir. They're down to the 24-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 6. I mean, do you kick a field goal here? Like, you kick a field goal, you're still down by 1. Is this 4-down territory? I guess it depends where you end up here. If it's like 4th and 1, 4th and 2, I think you go for it. In my opinion. So Allen in the shotgun takes a snap, looks, he's going to take it himself, and he's going to get the first down, I think. It depends where he started to slide. All right, so he gets the first down, so they get 6 yards. Oh, no, now they're saying they didn't. Jacksonville's going to challenge. I think he has it. I don't know. I think he has it, but it's under review. So when they come back, I guess we'll figure it out if they got the first down or not. Food. Hilarious. And Doug. But yeah. Been a great game so far, I think. The playoffs are living up to the hype. Wild Card Weekend is one of the best weekends in football. Mm-mm. we are back. No, in college, I think it's from the point where you go down. I don't remember. I think I'm getting the college and NFL rule mixed up. All right, so it's 4th and 1. There he goes. He gets the first down and more. He loves to go left, and Kansas City knew it, and we stopped them. Allegedly. That one was a little controversial. But all right, Allen takes the snap, looks, has Kincaid, and it's a touchdown for the Bills. That was huge. That was a great drive. Now Jacksonville has to respond. That was a beautiful pass by Josh Allen, honestly. You go Prater. Kick is up. And it's good. So it's 20-17. 8:56 left in the game. Jacksonville, let's see if they can respond. Lidl. Yeah, this game, I mean, like I was saying earlier, look, I still have this on. They did win that, so. Or whatever, upheld, overturned. Yeah. Yeah, so great game so far. Fantastic game. Just a little score update here. Barcelona, Real Madrid are tied two goals apiece. That's crazy work. Behold, my majestic stride. All right. Let's go. Coming to the end of this game. The witching hour, where wins become losses and losses become wins. Showing your watch is a power move? Maybe we should do a live stream of the Golden Globes. No, that would have to be a totally different podcast We are a sports podcast. Wojciechowski to kick. Gets it to about the 23. All right, so yeah, 1st and 10 from the 23. Damn, that sucks for Gabe. That is brutal. All right, Lawrence under center. 1st and 10, 8:50 left in the game. Takes the snap, fakes it to ETN. Under pressure, throws. Nobody there. That's brutal. So, all right, 2nd and 10. Myers in motion. Takes the snap. Under pressure. Throws. Gets it to ETN. ETN gets to about the 37. I don't know why I stopped the clock there. 39-yard line. I'm sorry. Gets it to the 39. 8 minutes. 8.5. For a second, I thought ATM was about to break it. This is a back and forth game. This is why it was 50-50. Washington in motion. Hands it off to ETN. ETN gets nowhere. Gets maybe 2 yards. So 2nd and 8. Myers in motion. Lawrence in the shotgun. Got No, that's Washington. I thought it was like, does he got ETN back there? A little bull rush, and they bat the ball down. It'll be 3rd and 8. All right, 3rd and 8. 7:17 left in the game. Lawrence in the shotgun. Washington in motion. Takes the snap. Looks. Gets it deep. He's got some pressure on him. Dumps it. And there is a flag. More than likely going to be pass interference. Or a defensive hold. It's a 5-yard penalty. And it's an automatic 1st down. So they give Jacksonville a break there. So they're actually at the 44? I'm a little confused. Lawrence going, no shot. No shot. I was about to say they better not throw a flag there because that was not pass interference. I thought the ball was vastly underthrown. That's what I'm saying. I thought it was a great no call. The ball was super short. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. He's got to take the snap. Takes it. Lawrence off his foot. Has a man wide open. Has Washington all the way down to the 24-yard line. .25. Lawrence, does a little end around to Washington. It looks like he's gonna get at least 5. Maybe 4. No, he's gonna get 5. So they're down to the 20. Second and 5. 5. Gives it to Etienne. Etienne gets the end, gets the corner, but gets short, pushed out 1 yard short. So it'll probably be 3rd and 1. So about 5 minutes left in the game. Jacksonville driving. Buffalo's defense struggling to stop them. Oh, whoa, whoa. Etienne, Wildcat, Trevor Lawrence out. Etienne gets the first down, gets to the 14. They're running the Wildcat there. And that snap almost got away from them. All right, Lawrence under center. Washington in motion. Washington in motion again. Play action. Looking. Dumps it to Etienne. Etienne is going to get in. Touchdown. Jacksonville. 4 minutes left. Kick is up, and it is good. So we got ourselves a game here, boys. 24-20. Josh Allen, this is his moment here. This is what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to drive his team down the field and get a touchdown and put the pressure right back onto Jacksonville. They need a touchdown to win. They can't. It's 4 down territory from here. So fascinating times. Fascinating times. Fascinating times. watching. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, we got ourselves a game here. 24-20. Yeesh. They've already started. They're already back. And once again, it just pisses me off how far back this game is. All right, here we go. Kick is up. Three gets it to the 34. All right, here we go. This is Josh Allen's time. So 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Kincaid in motion. Allen takes the snap, looks, quick pass to Shakir. Gets it to about the 42, maybe. So that'll make it 2nd down and 2 with 3:40. Well, I guess 3:35 to go. If there's anybody else you would want, I mean, aside from Mahomes, you want the ball in Allen's hands in these situations. This is his moment. This is his moment. Allen hands it off to Cook. Cook gets stuffed. He gets about 1 yard, so it'll be 3rd and 1. But like I said, this is 4-down territory for them, so they're in a good spot. I would just run it again. Just line it up, exactly, line it up. Allen goes to the left, gets push, and I think he barely gets it. They're saying he's short, but I think he got much further than that. They stuffed him here, but then he kept pushing. I think he gets it. Here we go, down the line. It's going to be hard to see. There he is. Yep, he gets it. It looks like it's going to be a 1st down. First down. So it'll be 1st down for the Buffalo Bills. .242 left. First and 10. Clock starts ticking now. They're actually down to like the 44. Shaquille Allen dumps it wide open. Cooks gets it down to the 20-yard line. Huge play for the Buffalo Bills. As we reach the 2-minute warning, it's coming down to it. I mean, Jacksonville just has to stop. Jacksonville has to stop them. I mean, because at the end of the day, it has to be a touchdown. So it's like, at the same time, like, does Jacksonville call timeouts and try to save time for themselves, or do they go for it? This is the question. This is the question. It looks like Barcelona took the lead. 3-2. Perfect. Let's go. Screw Real Madrid. Let's go Barca, baby. Let's go Barca, baby. Interesting. The big guy, Chief, just laying down behind me. Delish. They're finny and funny and oh so delish. Joker fish. So 2 minutes down at the 20-yard line. Crazy work, man. Another epic playoff game. We've already had 2 epic ones. About to get this third one. We'll see how it goes in Philly. I mean, it's going to be like super windy and rainy and gross. And then tonight's game is going to be interesting too. I don't think about it. Every game was played. I don't know. Anyways, here we go. Can Josh Allen do it? And no running back. Shakir out there. Allen in the shotgun. Keon Coleman to his left. Takes the snap. Allen dumps it off to Knox. Gets it to about the 18-yard line. So 2nd and 8. 1:30 left. 90 seconds. All 3 timeouts for both teams. Allen takes it. Quick pass. Shakir. Shakir gets it to about the 13, I want to say. Third and 4, timeout. .107 left, 3rd and 4. Actually, no, it wasn't Buffalo. It was Jacksonville who used the timeout and they're actually going to put it back up to 1:16 left. Just, I guess Jacksonville's just like, hey, we want to save enough time just in case we have to then respond. But I'm interested to see 3rd and 4, 4-down territory. Field goal is not an option here. So to me, I think you might want to run. You have 3 timeouts. Maybe run it here. Just try to get as close as possible and go from there. Quick pass to Shakir. Shakir comes up just a little short, it looks like. I thought he was a little short. I don't think he... So Jacksonville calls a timeout. He's short. It's going to be 4th and 1. This is the moment here. This is the moment. Shut up. Fourth and inches. Goes. They get it. And more. And they get down to the 1. No, they're saying a touchdown. There's no way that was a touchdown. There's no way that's a touchdown. So push him through. For some reason, these guys just stop. He's down there. It's not a touchdown. It's not a touchdown. So bring the score back down. But he's down to the 1. So 1:02 left. Will there be a 10-second runoff? It's 1st and goal. So Jacksonville has no more timeouts to avoid the 10-second runoff. But how do you make sure that you run the clock down? I agree. All right, so here we go. 1st and goal. They're going to just push him in. They're just going to go ahead and score. In my opinion, I think that uh that Tony was right. They should have tried to. I understand they're like down to the 1, but they should have, tried to kill some more clock. Prater puts it up. Yeah, that one was a little iffy. And it's 27-24, a 3-point lead. Can the Buffalo defense hold up here and make the stop? Whew, so Josh Allen does what he needs to do. He did it. He got him down there. Now can this Buffalo defense get a stop here? Kirby in the group chat talking about the freaking tush push. I like the way Buffalo does it better. Shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up. All right, kick is up. And they get it to the 23. We know Cam Little can boot it. So he can boot it, but will he, the pressure will be on in those moments. Let's see if he actually can make it. So Lawrence in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks, goes long, picked off, and that's the game. The Buffalo Bills are going to win, and they escape Jacksonville. Interception. And they're down at the 25-yard line-ish, maybe 35. I don't think it really fully matters at this point. But that's game. The defense, when it mattered most, Bishop got it. They're at the 35, actually. And here we go. Takes the knee. They're going to have to take another one, but there's no stopping the clock for Jacksonville. And it's going to be Buffalo is going to escape just as they needed to. And that'll do it. No Mahomes in the playoffs. But Josh Allen is still there. So there we go. That is game. Buffalo wins. And the Bills and Josh Allen's dream of a Super Bowl is alive. A fantastic game. Phenomenal. Phenomenal game. And that is the final right there. 27-24. team records don't really matter, but at this point in the playoffs. But 13-5 for Buffalo. Jacksonville's season ends. Here, Josh Allen talking to Tracy. Yeah, they ended that streak. Now, they won it on the road. They're going to have to win on the road pretty much the whole way through. There we go. Josh Allen. This is the play right here to Brendan Cooks. Gets it down to the 20, and then the tush push that pushed it all the way to almost the end zone. Great play by Tre'Davious White. Great catch by Bishop to end it, seal it. And that is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. The Buffalo Bills, of course, are now heading to most likely Denver. And I think they can beat Denver. I don't think Denver's a great team. But hey, so far, undefeated in the pick'em. So far, we're 3-0. We didn't gain a game here on the secret picker, but unless the Chargers beat the Patriots tonight, most likely the Bills are going to Denver. But we know for sure the Texans aren't going anywhere. All right, so that means our current records right now, as it stands, in the pick'ems. I'm just updating all the records and such. So, Secret Picker is at 66-44. They still have a 4-game lead on me. I'm at 62-48. Kirby's in third at 61-49, and Dan is at 58-52. But we are all 3-0. The secret picker is 1-2, so that's good. 2 games left today. You got the Eagles and 49ers coming up next. And then obviously tonight you got Chargers Patriots. Let's go ahead and just go over some of the stats here with the final score. So obviously if you would have taken Buffalo at as the underdog, the spread was what it was, but we're not a betting show, so yeah, I mean, Josh Allen's final stats, 273, 28 for 35 for 273 yards, 1 touchdown, and of course he had the 2 rushing touchdowns. Trevor Lawrence, 207, 18 for 30, 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. James Cook, 46 yards on 15 carries. ETN, 67 yards on 10 carries. I think this is where the Jacksonville Jaguars went wrong. I think they were running the ball relatively well, and they kept getting away from it. And I think that's going to be a discussion, is why, this Buffalo defense was not doing a great job of stopping them, and then they would keep getting away from it. Shakir's the leading receiver with 82 yards on 12 receptions. Washington, 107 yards on 7 receptions, 1 touchdown. Both teams got a sack. Shaq Thompson with 8 tackles. Murray was 7. But here's the interesting bit right here. Let's see what the win probability was. So at this point in time, The lowest 0.4 right here, 24-20 with 4 minutes left. Jacksonville had it at basically a 75-25. So Buffalo only had a 25% chance of winning. And then as it kept going, it was just clear. It flipped. And this is where it flipped. It looks like it flipped right here. To Shakir, and then it just booted up. And obviously it's at 100% now because the game is over. So team stats here. Jacksonville outgained them by 19 yards. Buffalo won the turnover battle 2-1. 20 first downs for each. Penalties were definitely more on Buffalo's side. 7 for 30, 7 penalties for 39 yards. Only 2 penalties for Jacksonville. About a little like 7 third down conversions compared to 5. But here it is. 2 for 2 on fourth down conversions. And then they were 3 for 3 in the red zone where Jacksonville was not. Now you got to think that field goal that was missed at the end of the second half costed them, because that would have put them at least at a tie game scenario. But ball don't lie. Ball don't lie, boys. Like, it don't lie. And there shouldn't have even been a field goal attempt in that situation because they didn't get the snap off, in my opinion. So, with all that, great game, man. Great games so far. We'll see if San Francisco Philly continues this trend. Wild Card weekend is one of the best weekends of the year, football-wise. And now we get to see, the playoff picture kind of starts to take shape on the other side. We know Buffalo is either going to New England or to Denver. But the question is going to be, if the Chargers beat New England, then that would mean, okay, so the scenarios are still a little wide open. Okay, hold on. Let's check this out. real quick. So currently we know the Bears won, the Rams won, and we have the Bills winning. So in this scenario, let's say the Chargers win, and then let's say the Texans win. Let's say the away team sweep in this round. Buffalo would go to Houston, and then the Chargers would go to Denver. And it's the same thing. Let's say Pittsburgh wins, then Buffalo would go to Pittsburgh. But my guess is New England's probably going to win tonight, and it'll send Houston down that way because I think Houston's going to beat the Steelers. And it'll put Buffalo going to Denver, which, again, I really think Buffalo can beat Denver. Now, the question is, they are going to need some help in the receiving room. They're not going to have Palmer. They're not going to have Gabe Davis. So where do they really go here for more wide receiver help? Keon Coleman needs to step up. Shakir does as much as he possibly can. Cooks made the big play today. They need these tight ends to be a little bit bigger. And we know that Denver defense is not a joke. Like, they are really good. It's just that Denver offense, to me, is not very good. I don't trust Bo Nix, but look, Buffalo, again, Josh Allen's going to have to put on the Superman cape. He's going to have to. He's going to have to drag this team, to victory. So, yeah, look, a great, phenomenal game, 27-24. I don't think you can be too upset about this, about how Wild Card Weekend has gone. So far, everybody that you think was going to win has won for the most part, even though it's been in very exciting and gut-wrenching fashion. But, this is why, football is the best. This is why the playoffs are the best. And, yeah. So I think we're going to call it here because the next game is going to start. We're not doing a live stream for that one. I don't think we're going to do a live stream for any more of the wild card games. But we'll be back. We'll figure out which divisional games we'll do. Hopefully the boys will join me, or at least one of them will join me for that. But yeah, with all that being said, we will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.